Today I'm going to talk about the launch of Numbers Edition, which is a skateboard company that launched late last year and did a pretty exceptional launch because it is a really good case study in brand development and dominating the media environment. And its emphasis on brand activation obviously has a lot to do with what we do every day. Let's see how long 20 seconds, there we go. With product market, so this is a Ryan Holiday quote that I was thinking about as I was putting this together. With product market fit, we don't need to hit the front page of the New York Times to announce our launch. We need only to hit the New York Times of our particular scene. There we go. Okay, so in 2015, legendary skateboarders Guy Mariano and Eric Koston left Girl Skateboards, which is a company they had been skating for since 1993. They were teenagers when they helped start the brand. And so they left, and there were all these rumors about what it was they were going to do. Like, were they going to start their own company? Did they just both happen to leave at the same time? And for the next year, they basically never said a word about what their plan was. They just kind of quietly went and did other stuff. 11 months later, Eric Koston posted this clip to Instagram that said algorithms and tagged Guy Mariano and Antonio Durao, who was rumored to be one of the people that might be on his company. 2 months later, 3 months later, they still haven't said anything. They finally announced the name of the company. It's called Numbers, and the team is Guy Mariano, Eric Koston, Miles Silva, Rodrigo Texero, and Antonio Durao. All of them post it. They post it to their cumulative 1.3 million Instagram followers, and overnight it's a brand that exists. The link that they post to is to a 10-minute video that introduces the brand. Typically, skateboard companies either launch with product and a web store, or they launch with like a short edit, not a 10-minute abstract quasi-documentary. I know. The next day, they have an interview about Numbers on Thrasher, which is like the biggest skateboard website by far. And they go into the origin of the name, how they pick the team, and what it is they're trying to do. I should just hit that thing, but whatever. Okay. A few days later, they announced that they're doing a collaboration with Nike SB. So this is a brand that no one knows what it looks like yet. There's just a video and a team. They do a capsule collection with Nike SB, and then Antonio Durao, who's like their Wonder Boy amateur, has a full video part for Nike. So they're leveraging Nike's money and platform to launch their own brand. Because of that, the next day they have interviews on Hypebeast because of the Nike shoe that they did, and Complex. So all of a sudden, like now, the two biggest sneaker and streetwear brands are talking about this new company that's been around for exactly 7 days. And still no one knows what anything looks like besides the Nike shoe. A couple days later, they tease their first of their boards, but just the top graphic. They don't give you anything, and they show you a thing you've actually seen already in the Thrasher interview. The next day, Guy Mariano announces this documentary that he's one of the subjects of. It's about this kind of breakout skateboard scene from the late 80s that turned him into a legend at the age of 12. So this is a huge deal right off the bat. That just happens to happen at the same time as he launches a new brand. Meanwhile, Miles Silva, one of their other pros, who's like the younger guy, he's been filming these documentaries for Mountain Dew about him making a new video part that started the month before the launch of Numbers. So there's tons of activity happening, both officially and from other people's projects, funded by other people's money. So by the 19th, they finally show the boards. And at this point, you know, there's a bazillion comments on this. This was done the day it was launched. Everyone wants these boards now. And like, cause you see them and they're sick and they're beautiful. And you've like kind of been waiting to find out what they're gonna look like. Basically from there on out, every day it's like one board. You get to see a detail of it. You see a t-shirt, you see a tag, you see a hoodie. And there's no way to buy anything yet. They're just like, just kind of leaking information out. The other thing that they do that's really interesting is eventually they tell you, you can't buy anything on our website. Their website's just a video. You have to go to a store to get stuff. So this is a photo of me from my Instagram story. I had to call Familia and say, do you have any number stuff? And if so, like, will you hold size mediums for me? Because otherwise there's no way for me to get it, and I'm lazy and don't like leaving the house. So that was kind of interesting. Okay, so my recap. So This is a Seth Godin quote that I love. Remarkable marketing is the art of building things worth noticing into your product or service. Not slapping on marketing as a last minute addition, but understanding that if your offering itself isn't remarkable, it's invisible. All right, I gotta pause this because I need a sip of something because my mouth is real dry.
Oh my god, I swallowed that the worst time. The next I could pause.
Well, the other thing is, like, I don't want my YouTube video to have me with like a dry cotton mouth. So. All right, so we're gonna get back into it. Okay. So, what they do that's remarkable. Well, one, they assemble a team. It's like 3 legendary skateboarders, super promising up and coming guy, and then another younger guy who's like the future of the brand. And they spent time working on it, and they kept it top secret, but every single detail was considered. The next thing that they did was they understood the media environment that they're working in. They could have come out with the boards, with the video, with the Nike thing, all within a day or two of each other, and it would have been like, holy shit, numbers, and then nothing, right? But instead, they understood that all these blogs need content on a daily basis, so just give them like snippets of things, and then become kind of omnipresent in the media environment. And then the last thing is leverage other people's money and projects. Time everything, so that you can capitalize on Miles Silva's Push project, you can capitalize on this documentary that's going to be super meaningful actually to a lot of people, and, you know, capitalize on Nike's money. Okay.
Is that the shoe?
Yeah, it's hideous, isn't it? I think it's hideous. Go figure. Thank you.
What's that picture of?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.